Welcome to the Two Bubz in a Tub podcast.
Finally, we are here, and I got to tell you, I'm pretty excited about it.
I've been waiting a full week for this.
How did you contain yourself?
Well, I had to clean the jacuzzi out first. That's
yeah.
You know, I was thinking to myself, it'd be really funny. Just before you came, actually, I was thinking to myself, it'd be really funny to just like play a joke on everybody. And it's not a comedy podcast. It's just like an AMSR of me bathing you in the jacuzzi. You're just like, yeah, you like these suds on your back.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
You know who?
I'm pretty sure comedy podcasts get about 4 views, and the ASMR ones actually do pretty well.
Do they?
I think.
I feel like if there was one person that would love it, it would be like your dad.
The mic like this, kind of quietly, but a little aggressively, actually. You really want to, you really want to tap into that thing. That's a different podcast.
I think it's a different.
That's a different podcast.
I mean, yeah, maybe a spin-off. Series.
That's Two Bubz with a rub. This is Two Bubz in a tub.
Two Bubz in a tub.
Your tub, actually.
Yeah, my. You know, if I did bathe you though,
yeah,
right. You must have a routine. Everyone has, I think traditionally speaking, it's always top to bottom, right? Head, shoulders,
knees,
and toes.
Yeah.
But I mean, it changes. I have a different one. I don't know do you have something that you do differently in a general sense?
I'll say it depends.
If you want to talk about it. You don't have to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah.
But
you're here.
But you put a microphone in my face.
Yeah, that's the pilot. So
yeah, honestly, it depends on how much time I have, I'd say.
Yeah.
If I have a lot of time, what I'll usually do is I'll quickly shampoo my hair. Right? Just
sure.
Get all the crap out of it.
Sure.
Then I'll condition it. And I'll leave the conditioner in my hair the entire time everything else is happening. Everything else. Yeah. Well, it starts with a good lathering of the loofah. You really want to.
Oh, you're a loofah guy.
I'm a loofah guy.
I don't have. All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
That's only recently, though.
Yeah. Have you been dirtier recently?
No, I've had dirtier practices in the past, I should say.
All right. Yeah, fair enough.
My wife doesn't like the old ones where I just kind of stuck the bar of soap up my ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was living alone. It was my soap.
I would. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, fair enough.
And if a bar of soap isn't clean,
your bathroom, your rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I get the loofah. I really suds it up. I do the entire body, head to toe. I go really aggressively on the bits, which
in other regions.
It's not just the bits you're thinking of. It's those bits, of course, but also the pits.
Okay. All the its.
Exactly. You've got the bits, which is more of an umbrella thing, and then you've got the pits. If you're a large enough fellow or lady, you've got the tits. That's another it.
Yeah.
Another bit, if you will. The feet, they can get pretty cheesy. That's a bit I like to go hard on.
Cheesy feet. Well, yeah, I said ew, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
The butt, I hit those hard. And then after that, I'll lather up the face. I always like to get behind the ears. I'm told.
You don't get much facial hair. Like you probably don't do a big shaver, right? You're not like me, for example. Whenever I like to have fun. I think a lot of guys like to have fun when it comes to their beard. I grow like
a lot of guys have fun.
Beard.
A lot of guys have big, manly facial features and beards.
I just mean like I always go for if I was to shave tomorrow, right? I always go chops first. This is just for fun,
sure,
right? I always go chops first.
This is fun.
Like Hyde in that 70s show, right? He had those big chops.
Honey, he's been canceled.
Oh, I'm not saying
Hyde.
I like him. I'm just saying,
you know, for the listeners out there, we actually had a conversation a little earlier talking about things that we wouldn't talk about.
And Abusers was one of them.
Abusers was pretty high up there.
It was pretty high up there. Okay. it was just a reference. I'm just saying. I go chops. You're not gonna like my future reference then.
Oh God.
I go chops, right?
Yeah.
And then I always do like a really nice like Hulk Hogan kind of like goatee. You know, and like I kind of buff myself up in the mirror a little bit.
Yeah, you just kind of play in the shower a little
play
bit.
in the shower a little bit, and then I do a nice mustache, like I'm a proper police officer, like a real d-bag, kind of like
Very
hey, man.
good.
Yeah. And then I do obviously the he who shall not be named. Always do that, and then it's all shaving off.
Very good.
And done. You know.
Now is that the first thing you do in the shower?
That's before shower.
Oh, you don't shave in the shower.
No, I can't see what I'm doing. I need a mirror.
Right,
I don't have a mirror in the shower. I always go. I'm not going to go into.
How would you know if you look like who shall not be named if not a mirror? You want to you want to burn that image into your brain every day,
and then straight in the toilet.
Yes.
No, I always go. I go head first, and then straight to the nether regions. Right, Franks and beans.
We love
Side
that.
note.
Yep.
Something About Mary, one of my favorite comedies. I love Something About Mary. Warren, you remember Something About Warren? Warren, he's when whatchamacallit when Ben Stiller zips himself up, he's like, "Oh, the Franks and beans."
You know,
love that movie.
Since you mentioned that, I was thinking about recently because I'm kind of a horror buff. I love scary movies.
A horror buff.
Yeah, and I not a horror.
I
buff,
know. I know.
I don't have the manly beard. I don't want to truck.
Okay.
But anyway, so I was thinking about the most just visceral horror moments, and there's a bunch of them in pop culture, and I could list like 20 of them. But you mentioned that scene from. There's Something About Mary
when he zips himself up.
Yeah, and just how
when they show
quickly
it,
the camera actually shows it.
That's true.
You don't expect that, and it really caught me off guard.
Yeah.
And
we were also like 10.
Yeah,
I think
it's stuck in my mind.
It is one of my favorites.
You're right. I think honestly, kids today they're maybe a little less squeamish, maybe a little more exposed.
Sure.
To
Well, you got shows
the
like
horrors of the world
Saw and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like, it's somebody just zipping up their hot dog ain't gonna.
Yeah, actually, that'd be really funny in Saw. If that was like if what's his name, the cancer dude, John something, I don't know,
John Wilkes Booth.
If he was kind of, he got kind of hammered the night before. He's sort of hungover. He's like, I don't have time for the razor blades and the lasers that cut your head off or whatever. Let's just do something simple, all right?
Yeah. And he wouldn't
your
say it like
nutsack
this,
is going to get zipped through your fly.
Well, they wake up like that.
Unless you can get the key gouged out of inside your ear.
See, I was thinking it was more simple where the guy just wakes up and he's already zipped up.
Oh,
and
God.
The voice comes over. He's like, "You have 7 seconds to unzip your wiener from your, or your wife will die or something."
I want to play a game.
Yeah, that's it. I want to play a game.
Now, what would you
I clean my nether regions, and then I go back up to shoulders.
But you
down.
mentioned the
I kind of go
beard.
down, up, down.
Sure. You mentioned the beard and the facial hair, so you consider that part of your bathing routine? Would you say?
Yeah, once a month. That part is once a month.
Oh, okay.
I only shave like once a month.
Okay.
Traditionally.
Yeah.
And I do not like a hot shower. Like I like it kind of like this jacuzzi. Before we got in this jacuzzi, I was thinking to myself, oh shit, like we can't do like a 50-minute show in here at like 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to be baking. So I ended up, I think I looked up like, how to do it or whatever. And I just brought it down to like below body temperature. So we're literally having a bath right now.
I was going to say, this is really nice.
It is actually really nice.
And the podcast is called Two Bubs in a Tub, not Two Bubs in a Hot Tub.
No.
And this isn't hot.
I didn't think about it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Two bubs in a tub. This is
bubs
not
in
a hot tub.
A tub, which, I think takes a lot of the restriction off of it, too, in a tub.
Yeah.
This, a hot tub. Sure. Admittedly.
Yeah, jacuzzi.
There's all kinds of tubs.
Yeah.
There's
cold plunge.
Bathtubs. There's a cold plunge. Oh, that would be a good episode.
End of the year. Don't worry. We got next episode. Wanda Sykes is coming on.
Sure.
And then we got Andy Dick.
Yep.
And the last episode of the year, I think a cold plunge would be great.
I think that'd be really. Have you done that before? Or have you gotten
with
close?
my feet?
Okay.
You never get like hot feet and you just like put it in, some cold water or whatever,
Yeah, sure.
Like my kid's
hot
pool,
feet.
like it's been sitting out there. I just mowed the lawn. I got hot feet.
Oh yeah.
Put my cold.
You got to do something about those hot feet.
Yeah, I get hot feet.
I
get hot feet. I get hot head.
I don't want to embarrass you too much, but you've got certain foot issues, don't you?
Well, so if we want to go back and go back to the shower routine, right?
Yeah.
At the very end, the last thing I do is wash my right foot.
Your right foot.
Yeah. Why do I wash? Why would I do that? Tell me. What would be? What? Take a guess.
I don't know. You're right-handed. You're right-footed.
Right foot phobia.
Yeah. Something like that.
No, I got remember. I think you know this. When I was in like Cambodia a long time ago, I stepped into a puddle, and the wrong puddle, and I got like a gross foot fungus on my right foot. It's just my right foot.
Really?
Anything else? It's just the toenails, not the foot. The toenails, and I always wash it last because I just don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Gross. Yuck. Take them off.
Have you tried any kind of medical intervention?
Well, I've tried. There's like a medication that you can take, and but it really fucks up your liver. And I've done it 2 times, and it hasn't worked. So I saw like many doctors, and
has it fucked up your liver?
Well, we all got fucked up livers.
Sure.
Come on, this is Buffalo, New York.
Cheers.
Right?
Fucked up livers.
This ain't
fucked up toes.
This ain't Sobersville, Oklahoma. Oh, there goes the bubbles.
We got bubbles.
Let
me know.
Right when we cheered. Hey, that was pretty fun. No, don't do that. Yeah, that's fine. Just in case it fucks up the sound. I don't know. These will just kick on every once in a while.
Sound guy, do you hear the bubbles?
Yeah, do you hear the bubbles? Loud and clear.
Wait, is
in a good way or in a bad
yeah, that
way?
sounded like a good. It's lovely.
All right.
I think this would be a nice segue to introducing our lovely
Our
tech
pet
on
Bubbles?
hand.
Oh.
Yeah, our pet. Is that what we're calling him, Bubbles?
No. Oh, you're talking. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, shout out to Nick, man. Thank you for getting this all set up.
Yeah.
Off-screen
We
producer.
really appreciate it. He's done a bang-up job. I know the listeners can't exactly see what's going on.
He's actually he should be the one in here. He's the handsome one.
He should.
He's the one that gets the likes.
Oh.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. We're the funny ones.
We're the funny ones.
Have I ever told you about my mom's hot tub story?
No, I don't think you have.
It's a
But
doozy.
I'd love to hear.
It's a really so one day my mom was sitting out in the front, right? Having a dart, having a durry, having a ciggy butt brain.
Sure. We love our cigarettes.
Just there were like tons of police officers, firefighters, ambulance across the street.
Okay.
And it reeked of death. Absolutely reeked of death. And
of death?
Like death.
Okay.
And she was seeing body bag after body bag coming out of this house. I know. I like,
oh my gosh.
It seems like it's going down a different path, but just bear with me. My mom's got a little bit of a sticky beak. She likes the goss, a bit of the goss.
Oh, yeah.
And was talking to some of the
mom
neighbors.
doesn't?
It's true. Talking to some of the neighbors, and what ended up happening was the guy. He was a bit of a loner in that house. He only had like a couple friends, and you would see them every once in a while. And he had a jacuzzi in the back, not like in the house, but like a demountable in the back, sort of like a colostomy bag of your house. Like it's part of you, but it's not part of you.
Right?
You know what I mean? So he had this like bit in the back that he would have the jacuzzi in, and he ended up like having a heart attack or something. And he died in the jacuzzi, and he stayed in the jacuzzi for days, like 3, 4, 5 days or whatever, until his buddy found him. And when the police came, they were like he was like pulling chicken out of a pot.
Like clean bones.
But
from the
coming
meat.
out in bag. But I did get a good deal on this jacuzzi. I got him.
That was good. That was good.
It was a true story though, but
except for the
I
shouldn't laugh.
No. Yeah, that's my jacuzzi story.
Tragedies in a jacuzzi.
Tragedies in a jacuzzi.
That could be a segment.
Could be a book. It probably is a book.
Matthew
actually.
Perry, I believe. He
he
died in a jacuzzi.
It was.
Anyway.
I think it was his. Well, you're close. It was a body of water. It was his pool. I think.
Oh,
maybe not. Maybe it was a jacuzzi. A big jacuzzi.
I don't know.
What is it? If you turn up a pool to 95 degrees, it's just a big jacuzzi.
Tech, can we put up like a TMZ like thing between us? Let us know what happened.
Can we fact check that? That'd be good.
Also, in all honesty, that was a tragedy, and
yeah,
the guy had demons, and
we all have demons.
We all have demons, and we're here to exercise those demons.
If you could have, if you could have one actor or actress, doesn't matter, or a celebrity, we'll just say celebrity in this jacuzzi, who would you want? If we can get one celebrity in here, who would you want? Honestly, I want your honest answer.
Honestly,
yeah.
I think
could be anybody. Well, I have to be alive.
Okay,
we're not wizards.
That would be okay. Any celebrity, I think I'd have to go with. You know who I think would shake things up? I'd like to see Emerald Lagasse in here.
Is that the BAM?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know.
Specifically because
can you fact check that if he's alive? I feel like he died a year ago.
Emerald Lagasse. No, not Emerald Lagasse.
Right? Yeah, I think he did.
No, the BAM guy?
Yeah. I don't know. I could be wrong about that.
BAM.
He had his own show for a long time, and then he was on someone's show.
He's got soups.
But then he was on someone's show too, I think.
65 years old.
Are you?
Get him on. Get him on.
See, that was that
could be the Clams Casino episode.
Our tech just told us 65 years old, alive and well. But I like that he started with 65 years old. Because I didn't know where you were going with that. Yeah. He let us hanging for a quick second.
I like where your head's at though. I like that one. I was gonna say
I think my head was sort of at where we're kind of stewing right now, and he's a fun celebrity, chef, and I haven't seen or heard much from him in a while, and I think he's got to get back out there. And if we could, I think we could cascade him back into stardom on what I know is going to be
into stardom. He's
the
a star.
best podcast to ever be created.
Yeah, I mean, and if it's not, then at the very least we can see how much weight we put on this summer.
Oh, sure.
To see how fat we've gotten throughout the year. But I like that. You like yourself. I love a good celebrity chef. I love Chopped. We used to watch Chopped all the time. I love Chopped. Chopped in the Tub would be kind of fun. Like if we get Ted Allen in here and we do a Chopped episode in the jacuzzi, that'd be pretty funny.
I like Ted Allen a lot.
I like Ted Allen.
He's funny.
Do you remember the one woman, Nick? You can look up her name. She just passed away. She had the spiky hair.
I know who you're talking about.
I can't remember her name though. I just
come up. Yeah, she was pretty young. I don't know how old she was.
I think she was 50.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, what was her name?
Say it, Tess.
Ann Burrell.
Okay.
What was she? 50? Does it say? I liked her. I liked them all. I like them all.
Did she die in a hot tub? Or it's too soon.
55.
55. Okay.
No, I don't think so. But I'd say if I could choose one celebrity.
You choose her?
No, I can't.
I mean, it happened
anymore.
It happened recently, and if she was embalmed, she might still be.
Oh, get out of town. Well, actually, I don't even know if this. I was thinking Miss Cleo. Do you remember Miss Cleo, the telepath, the psychic?
You were getting Ann Burrell confused with Miss Cleo.
I'm saying if I had a celebrity, I want Miss Cleo in here.
Oh,
I think they have a psychic episode.
Call me now. Yeah.
I think that would be. Like have a psychic episode because I don't know any psychics, so that'd be fun. Not that she is. Or
you
whatever.
Don't know? I'm a psychic. You know this.
No, sidekick.
Oh, sidekick.
You're thinking sidekick.
I was thinking psychic.
I think her, but most likely, I think I could get Matt Damon on. I think it's the most. If I can get,
I have my doubts. You think you can get Matt Damon?
I've met Matt Damon,
and you've met Matt Damon.
I've met Matt Damon. Did I tell you when I met Matt Damon in Australia?
No,
dude. When we were going back to Australia, we went via Brisbane, And when we were flying from LA to
He went
Brisbane,
via Brisbane.
on the flight from LA, he was in like I don't
Did
I
you
don't know
pass
how.
by Melbourne? Did you?
No, Brisbane's north of Melbourne.
I don't know.
No, we flew in and we knew he was on the plane because he was in front of us. You know, you board like celebrities and people in wheelchairs and veterans and stuff.
I hate it when they call out military, people with disabilities, celebrities.
Well,
all
you
before
never hear
me.
the celebrities, but I guess they're just there anyways. They get that subtle like, come right in.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, we were right there with him, right in front of his family. He even gave a smile at my son. Not that's not how I met him though. I didn't meet him there, right? I didn't actually meet him. When we landed, we're in Brisbane. We were waiting to get our bags. I had to go pee. I went into John. Who comes up to the urinal with me?
Really?
This is a true story, man.
Wow.
I hope that Matt Damon sees this and like remembers. I peed next to Matt Damon.
You did.
Yep, we peed next to each other. It was awesome.
That is awesome.
I think I can get him in here.
Now,
I know what you're gonna ask.
I imagine.
I know what you're gonna ask.
You're a polite individual. I don't think enough.
Yeah, fair.
You operate in the bounds of society. I know you didn't peek a gander, but I know you wondered about it.
Well, then you know what? Then I'm an ass.
You looked.
Gotta. He looked first.
You've seen, and he's seen.
Hung like a horse.
Really?
No, obviously not really.
I was gonna say I didn't picture Matt Damon as.
It was nervous though. I was nervous.
Yeah,
very nervous.
Were you able to make,
we looked at each other. Were we able to what?
Make urine?
Oh, I really had to pee.
Oh, good.
He did too. It was like Niagara Falls in there.
It's
like double falls.
Nice.
He was the American Falls and I was the Horseshoe Falls.
Very
double
good.
falls in there.
For reference to our listeners, we are from Western New York.
Our listeners from Zimbabwe. These are
yes, all of them, thousands and thousands of them. We are from the Western New York region.
Yep.
Very close to Niagara Falls.
Yep.
And
you don't want don't get too specific. We don't want those crazies to find us.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's when I met Matt Damon.
So
and I think we can come in.
Damon, Matt Damon's penis.
Well, I didn't meet Matt Damon's penis. Nick, can we start swearing yet? Are we past that marker? Yeah. All right. Cool. Shit.
Penis is good.
Yeah, penis. Oh,
You consider penis swearing?
no.
No, I don't think so.
I do have do you have a favorite swear word? I have a favorite swear word.
A favorite swear word?
Like, would you find yourself like I say fuck all the time? I do. I'm really bad about it too. I say it all the time.
Foul language.
It's a beautiful word. It can refer to anger. It can refer to love. It could be a noun or a verb. I think I remember somebody showed me this video of Billy Connolly. We're not gonna be able to pull it up, obviously, but and he talks about the word fuck and how like beautiful it is. The viewers can look it up. Look up Billy Connolly, the word fuck, and he says like no matter where you are in the world, it is a universal word, right? You could be in China at Shanghai airport, and some Chinese guy's like fucking with your bag or something like that, and you look at him, and you go fuck off. They know exactly what you're saying.
He knows exactly what you mean. Exact. He will fuck off. Off he will fuck.
This is you don't have to speak Chinese. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what that means. It's a beautiful word.
It is. You're right. It can mean love making.
It can mean love making.
It can be aggressive, as you said, fuck off. It can just be sort of a fuck yeah.
Like
something you say in celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Well, that's what I mean. It could be a verb or a noun. You could be like, oh, you're a stupid fuck.
Yeah.
That would be a noun, or it could be like fucking right, or whatever. It could be whatever you want it to be.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a favorite swear word.
Well, I know what it is now. It's probably fuck.
It's not bad. Cock is always good.
Just cock. Cack.
I think I was thinking about Matt Damon's cock, and yeah.
You know how they said
Cock
he's
and fuck both have that hard K.
Yeah, the hard K is.
Yeah,
I
really-
think that's what really.
Really puts a stamp on the word.
You know, I said like he was hung. He was like hung like a horse, right?
Oh yeah.
I was watching what was it? Andrew Santino's and Bobby Lee's podcast, and they were talking about. I don't know if this is true, but apparently being hung like a horse is not entirely accurate. It's not like what you think it is. So apparently the body weight of a horse to like a ratio of its size in comparison to a human, all you need to be is 4 inches to be hung like a horse.
Really?
That's what they were saying on the podcast.
Have you seen horse cock? Horse cocks are huge.
A horse is huge. Look at how
True.
much muscle like a horse. A horse will fuck you up.
Oh yeah. You know, I do know that human beings, Homo sapiens, are hung. So compared to like other primates.
Yes.
Like
yes.
I know a gorilla penis is actually, even compared to a human penis, is really small.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gorillas will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Oh, we can say fuck. No.
Yeah. Oh, we've been saying fuck
as
for a
we've
while.
established.
Yeah. Nick gave us the green light on that. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
So now YouTube won't hide us.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Nick gave us
We'll
the
probably
green
still
light.
be. We'll probably still be. See, this would be great if we could pull up like
Nick, right now, actually, could I get a kind of a traffic signal? Can we go?
like things we can't do on YouTube or something. We should probably have looked that up before we got this hot tub. To be fair,
we'll just cut everything. We'll cut the 3 hours that we've already put into this.
Yeah. Yeah. Just cut the whole thing. We should just go back to the AMSR idea. Just start bathing you.
Oh, I like that a lot. Now, would that mess up your tub? Can you actually bathe in a hot tub?
No.
No, you can't do that.
No, you'll really. Well, I mean, I guess you could, but you're gonna be cleaning it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not meant for that.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we crammed like 9 people when we first moved back to Buffalo? We crammed like 9 people in here.
That was
It
impressive.
was dirty the next day. I had to scrub the tub.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that our off-screen producer there just went on like a 7-hour hike with his sweaty ass in here. Like that didn't help. Yeah, that didn't help at all.
Okay, all right. We know the bathing habits of us two and our off-screen producer. That's great.
You got to use, I think we use bromine instead of chlorine for the jacuzzi. I don't know why, but I think you're supposed to use bromine.
Nice.
Bromine.
Yeah, bromine in the tub.
Yep.
Sponsor?
Oh,
Can you brand name bromine?
Oh, wait. I thought you meant our first sponsor. Do you know we have a sponsor tonight?
No, I didn't. Please.
I thought you. Okay, sorry. I thought you were going a different route.
Well, good, because I need to get paid.
We do. We have our first sponsor.
Wonderful.
First sponsor, episode 1. We have. This is Jack's Plaques. This is Jack's Plaques. Look how beautiful this is. Jacqueline Plaque. She makes all of her own local plaques here in Buffalo using locally sourced wood. Look at how beautiful this is. So you go to jacksplaques.com and you pick a size, right? Small, medium, or large.
Yeah.
You don't get to choose an art. They just bring it to you, and this is what they gave us. Nick, I'll send you a shot of this, and you can put it in post. Beautiful, though.
Is this Jack?
That's Jackie.
Jackie.
That's Jackie Plaque.
This person is paying us for this?
Yeah. You will. Well, you go to www.jackiesplaques.com/2bubs in a tub to get 25% off your first order.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is legit.
This is legit.
Okay, we've got sponsor.
We got sponsor.
Yeah.
First sponsor. You just wait. We're gonna be getting so many more sponsors after this episode.
We got Mike's. We got
Jack's Plaques.
We got Jack's Plaques.
Wait, Mike's? Mike's what?
No, we didn't get Mike's hard lemonade yet, but I was saying we got microphones.
Oh,
legit.
We just got Mike's. Yeah,
We got Mike's.
We got Mike's. Yeah, and now we got Plex. So thank you, Jack's Plex. www.jacksplax.com/2bubs in a tub for 25% off your first order.
Thank you,
and this
Jack's
is for us too.
Plex.
This is going to go up right there for next episode.
Really?
Yep. This is for us.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, Jack's Plaques.
Yeah, this is pretty sweet.
Speaking of plaques,
Yeah.
When's the last time you've been to the dentist? Just out of curiosity.
Recent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because I always got to check on my baby tooth.
That's right. You have a baby tooth.
Yep. So
that's
got the baby
interesting.
tooth.
Yeah.
Yep. I was gonna say we could put this in post, but I don't know if I want to show my like a close-up photo of my baby tooth. But
put the
I do have a
dental
baby
records
tooth.
up in
Yeah.
the corner there.
Yep. But yes, I do go to the dentist.
My absolute favorite feeling in the world.
Yep.
It's not the dentist, all the supersonic devices, but it's right after. And it's
When you're like licking it.
rubbing
I love it.
Your tongue
I
right
do
on your
love that.
teeth.
Oh man, you're so smart.
Now that could be an ASMR topic we could get into. Licking of the teeth.
Yeah, there's probably someone out there that wants to listen to that. I don't want to listen to that, but somebody out there's gonna want to listen.
If there's a market for it, and if Jack's Plaques is sponsoring it,
yeah,
we got to give the people, however few they may be, what they want.
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Sure, I like it.
I do like that feeling though. I know exactly what you're talking about. They like get in there, they clean out that plaque.
Yeah. Oh my God, and it chips away.
Mm.
Good stuff.
Did I ever tell you when I chipped my tooth once? You can't really tell anymore because time has worn it down. But I was partying.
As has it all of us. Time.
It's true.
Yeah.
A moment of silence for time.
Yes.
I whacked a beer bottle on my tooth a long time ago. And I took a little chip out of it. Just
ouch.
Stupid being young.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
When you're young like that, I think you just sort of throw caution to the wind with the stupid decisions you make. I know I've made a few, and I think it's been a learning experience, really. I've
Yeah.
over these years I've learned to sort of nurse the beers instead of just
Remember, you calm down, especially you just had a kid, so you calm down a lot when you have kids and whatnot.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Remember shotgunning a beer?
I feel like we actually did. Like maybe it's only been like a year ago. We probably did that.
Oh yeah, and the long before,
a long time ago. Oh. Well, I've been enjoying this. Even if this doesn't take off, whatever. I've been enjoying this. Beautiful.
I've thoroughly been enjoying
conversations.
This too. And I gotta say, I was a little worried because it is so freaking hot today.
Dude,
and
it
humid
is nice
today.
Right now. It was
absolutely perfect today.
It had gotten to 94. I'm gonna say
it was miserable.
It was miserable.
But
I hate it when it's really hot.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's because we're from a cold area of the world.
Yeah.
But me and you are also very similar. Like I'm a fall boy.
I love fall.
I'm a fall boy.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in the fall. I will pass in the fall. Maybe. No, hopefully not this fall.
one way or the other. Yeah. He's a fall boy.
And spring. I feel like spring's been. There's like underrated holidays. I think, in my opinion, and the older I get, the more I really like Easter.
Yeah.
Especially now with kids. And you'll see this too, with like something
we all
like
love eggs.
Something like Chris. Okay, hear me out. Right, a lot of people probably aren't going to agree with me on this, but there are different holidays for different parts of your life that you respect. Right, when you're little, when you're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, right? Easter and Christmas.
Oh yeah, give me the presents.
Give me the presents. It's all that kind of
birthday, Easter, Christmas.
They probably don't care about Thanksgiving. They don't care.
Kids don't care about food. They care
They
about
don't care
candy.
probably don't care about St. Patrick's Day. You're not going out. Like you're just you're just 10 years old. What are we gonna do with St. Patrick's Day?
What are you gonna do? Get hammered? You're 10 years old.
But then when you're in your 20s,
live your life for a couple of years. Get hammered when you're 12.
Then you can F your liver up. But then when you're in your 20s, right? Christmas and Easter don't really mean what they used to. Right? Like you're not going, you get a couple gifts from your parents. You get that same ugly sweater from your grandma every year. For Easter, you're not going Easter egg hunting or anything. But then things like 4th of July and
they mean
St.
something
Patrick's
completely
Day.
different
They
when you're a
mean
little
different
older.
when you're in your 20s. Those are your drinking holidays. Those are where you go out with your friends and stuff like that. And then it flips back around again. When you in your 30s, you start having a family. Then you live your life through your kids' eyes.
Yeah.
Christmas becomes beautiful again. You get to see your kids do Easter becomes beautiful again. You get to see your kids do X, Y, and Z. That's my opinion on that.
and that's a really cool opinion. And
Easter, I've been loving this. Last Easter was amazing.
You've honestly got me pretty excited because obviously but to our listeners, I had a baby girl.
Woo woo!
Woo woo! 4 months ago.
Yep.
So
beautiful thing.
I'm really looking forward to seeing Christmas and all these other holidays.
I'm such a Christmas
through her
sucker.
eyes, because the last 10 years, however long it is, it's Christmas to some degree begins to feel like this sort of commercialized corporate entity that you have to sort of go through the motions.
Yeah, there's part of me that kind of likes that, though.
I'll
be honest with you.
I know you've always liked
just like Blair and Mariah Carey down the road. I do kind of like that.
You like your Christmas music.
Yeah, I'm a loser when it comes to Christmas. I do really like Christmas.
No, I appreciate it. But there is an obligatory factor to it. I have to get this present. I have to do this. I have to get for this person, this person, this person.
Yeah, well, you don't have to. You could be a Scrooge.
I could be a Scrooge.
You could be a Scrooge. There's a Scrooge out there for everyone.
Sure.
But nobody likes a Scrooge.
No. But I am excited to see the magic.
It's great,
eyes.
man. It is great. It is great. But yeah.
So yeah, I guess to our kids, to Christmas, to Jesus,
to Christmas, to kids, to everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
To the three.
He's a
what are they called? The
Christmas
three
guy. The three wise men.
Three wise men.
Oh sure.
Oh my God! Do you ever know that I played? I don't know where we were going with this, but you just made me remember. I actually played the one that brought frankincense, I think, in a play by my grandma's church when I was little.
I always peg you for a myrrh guy. Honestly.
Yeah.
Frankincense.
I tried.
Huh?
No, I tried for the myrrh roll. I
You
didn't
tried.
get it. I didn't get it.
No. Yeah.
They ended up sticking me with freaking frankincense.
What are you gonna do?
But I did do it. There's photos out there of me. You dig them up. They're out there.
I'd like to dig those up. I really would.
I would have been like 12 years old or something like that. But I took it really serious.
Oh yeah. Jesus is a serious thing.
I was the man who brought frankincense. I was
Now what did they
I was Kyle. We'll call him Kyle.
Sure. the three wise men, did they bring frankincense, myrrh, and gold
yeah.
to Jesus? To Jesus' parents?
I think it was. No.
They just gave
I don't know.
this baby gold.
I don't like this bit.
And
I don't like this bit.
we'll save it for our holiday episode.
Yeah. During a cold plunge episode at the end of the year, we'll bring back the three wise men.
Ooh, I like that.
What do I do with my drink? This is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers. Have you seen any good movies or anything like that lately?
What have I seen lately?
We've been watching what's the zombie thing? What's it called? The Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
We're watching The Last of Us.
I'm like halfway through the second season.
Yeah. That's when it died for me.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's
halfway through the second season.
It's not,
right after Joel died is when it kind of died for me.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
But no, I thought the first season was really good. I love the idea of a zombie apocalypse through fungus.
Yes.
And this.
Well, did you play the video game?
I didn't.
I played the video game, and so I already kind of knew what was going to happen in some shape or form.
Oh, you played the video game? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I played the first one. I didn't play the second one, but I knew what happened. In the
Are there
second
only
one.
2 video games?
I think so.
So after this season, they're kind of they're winging it. Because I heard it got picked up
do the old
for a
Game of
couple.
Thrones kind of thing.
Ooh, yeah, that worked out well.
It's very popular. Probably did get picked up for the 3rd season.
I think it did.
One thing I feel
everybody loves that Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, he's a handsome man.
Very,
very handsome. Yeah. I feel bad for what's her name, Bella Ramsey. I feel kind of bad for her. She gets so much slack online. So there's so many potato memes. Nick, pull up I saw one where it was she's starring in the new role of Buzz Lightyear in the live action.
Come on!
I feel because she doesn't look exactly like the character in the game show. Right,
yeah.
Or in the video game, that people just give her so much harsh.
She looks exactly how she needs to look. I think she's great.
That's a very Like easy way to say one thing or another. She looks exactly how she's supposed to look.
I will say
she was made that way.
I will say she does look easy to draw. I think her features could be in like a drawing 101 class.
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, a lot of people have done like you'll see like if you Google like Bella Ramsey potato meme. There's like so many things.
Oh,
There's like her potato. Of who played that Paul Blart Mall cop. What was that guy's name? He was on King of Queens. What's that guy's name?
Oh gosh, I know
Nick,
what you're talking about.
King of Queens. What's his name? Kevin James.
Kevin James. He's got a nice meme too, right?
There's the one of her as Kevin James, just like because it kind of looks similar if you just cut their face out.
Oh, I like that. You know,
it's pretty funny.
There's something a little bit,
but I feel bad for her.
A little bit thirsty about that meme, that Kevin James meme.
Yeah, where he's in like the beige.
Yeah. He's kind of a doofusy looking dude.
Apparently his stand I've never seen his stand up. Apparently his stand up's really funny.
Is it?
Apparently it slaps.
Nice.
Because he I think that's really all he does these days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of Bella Ramsey, I remember her.
I know.
Do you remember her from Game of Thrones?
Love it.
She was a freaking badass in that show.
Yeah. She's badass now too, but nobody knew who she was then.
She was like one of the youngest characters in Game of Thrones, I think during the later seasons. And she was leading House Mormont, I believe.
Yep.
She was a descendant. I don't know exactly how she was tied to Jeor from the Night's Watch, and then the Khaleesi dude, Jorah
Mormont.
But yeah, so they were from like Bear Isle, and she was, I guess, next in line. The way they do the
she was next in
the lineage of, royalty. And
she was great though.
She was great. She pledged all her troops to the fight. I think she aligned with Jon Snow and now people want her to play Buzz Lightyear. I'm all for it.
Or I saw you probably won't get this one. Did you play Zelda when you were younger? Nick, you'll get this one. They wanted her to play the role as Tingle from this Majora's Mask. It's just like this like little green elf thing. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's funny though. I get a lot of stupid stuff on Facebook.
Since we have Nick here, can I make a little request of you?
Oh, here we go.
Just since we're on this
here we go
face in face kind of meme format, can you and I just take a quick moment to look directly at the camera?
Okay.
We'll have our pixie stick on the computer. Put Bella Ramsey's face superimposed into ours.
I mean, you're making a lot of work.
And the listeners can vote in the comments. Who is the more attractive Bella Ramsey memeable character? Would you do that with me?
Yeah, you gotta take your glasses off.
All right.
We're just looking at the camera.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. There we go.
I feel like I looked really good. I feel like you look pretty good too.
The beard's gonna be tough to edit out, I think.
I think that could be a great look. You're giving her more features. I said she was simple to draw. You had a beard.
Can I just like side?
That's drawing 102, baby.
I'm just gonna say right now, if you need to fart, now is a really good time when the bubbles are on.
These aren't the bubbles, honey. I've been letting it rip.
Have you? Because that's gonna pop up in the final cut. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, oh man, I gotta wait for those bubbles to come on.
Yeah, you have that on the back burner.
Anyways, well, Bob, I think this has been a pretty good first episode. I love it.
Pretty good. I think this has been a pretty great first episode.
And who do we got
Dear
on
listeners?
Who do we got on next week? Wanda Sykes, I think, next week.
I believe you said Wanda Sykes.
Yeah, and then Andy Dick.
Andy Dick, of course.
And then I can't remember who we have after that. I don't know. I gotta look at the list again. It's gonna be great. Sure. And then we have our tour later on this year. Mm-hmm. We'll announce dates for that
People
later.
Have been ringing us off the hook. I gotta tell you,
it's been awesome. I love it. I think we're going fast. Then we're gonna crash. That's gonna happen.
Fast and crash, baby.
Isn't that what Neil Young said? Or you live.
It's better to burn out
than fade away. Yep. So let's burn out.
On the last episode, do you think we should just drop these microphones into the water and just end it?
Yeah, and then send the bill to Nick.
Oh, I was going to say electrocute ourselves and then just
Oh wow, yeah.
become become one.
I don't even know if
with the tub.
Would we? Yeah. Well, we'll have to get a good guest in for that one too, and not let him know about it.
Oh, of course. We'll have him sign something.
Yeah, non-disclosure.
It'll be
agreement.
airtight. We'll have Nick draw it up.
All right, I love it. Well, thanks for being a good bub.
Thank you for being a good bub, and from two great bubs to all the bubs throughout the land.
Have a good night.
And sayonara.